Max Baer Jr. entered the world on December 4, 1937 in Oakland, California, already carrying a famous name. His father, Max Baer Sr., was not only a heavyweight boxing champion, but a towering public figure whose charisma and intensity filled any room he entered. Growing up under that shadow meant privilege, pressure, and constant scrutiny. Yet Max Jr.'s childhood was not defined solely by celebrity. His mother, Mary Ellen Sullivan, provided balance and grounding, emphasizing education, responsibility, and emotional steadiness. While his father embodied public bravado, his mother represented quiet strength. This dual influence shaped a young man who would learn early how to navigate attention without being consumed by it. The Baer household valued discipline, but also curiosity, and Max absorbed both. Being the son of a legend did not guarantee an easy path, only a visible one. From the start, Max Baer Jr. understood that he would need to define himself on his own terms, not as an echo of his father's fame, but as a person capable of carving out a separate and meaningful identity. Discipline, athletics, and early promise education played a central role in Max Baer Jr.'s development, beginning at Christian Brothers High School in Sacramento. The school's emphasis on character, discipline, and competitive excellence suited him well. There, Max distinguished himself as an exceptional athlete, earning varsity letters in 4 sports, an achievement that spoke not only to talent, but relentless work ethic. Among his most notable accomplishments was his success in junior golf, winning the Sacramento Open Junior Golf Tournament twice. Golf, a sport requiring patience and precision, revealed another side of his personality: focus, composure, and strategic thinking. These formative years instilled habits that would later serve him in the demanding worlds of acting and business. He learned how to perform under pressure, accept criticism, and refine his skills daily. Even then, it was clear that Max was not content to rely on his last name. He sought measurable achievements, proof that effort mattered more than inheritance. That mindset followed him into adulthood, shaping the way he approached every opportunity that came his way. Education, philosophy, and perspective. After high school, Max Baer Jr. attended Santa Clara University, where he earned a degree in business administration with a minor in philosophy. The combination was telling. Business gave him practical tools: finance, management, strategy, while philosophy encouraged reflection on ethics, identity, and human behavior. This blend of disciplines helped him see entertainment not just as performance, but as an industry shaped by decisions, power structures, and long-term consequences. Unlike many actors of his generation, Max approached Hollywood with an analytical mindset. He understood contracts, ownership, and the importance of creative control. Philosophy, meanwhile, gave him language for introspection, helping him process fame without being overtaken by it. These academic years sharpened his independence and widened his perspective beyond acting alone. They prepared him for reinvention, a skill that would become essential later in his career. Long before he stepped onto a television set as a professional actor, Max Baer Jr. had already begun developing the intellectual framework that would guide his choices long after the cameras stopped rolling. Entering the world of performance. Max Baer Jr.'s first experience on stage came early, when he appeared in a theatrical production in England as a child. That moment planted a seed. By the late 1950s and early 1960s, he formally entered Hollywood, signing with Warner Brothers during a time when television was rapidly reshaping American culture. He appeared in a wide range of popular series, including Maverick, Cheyenne, 77 Sunset Strip, Hawaiian Eye, and Bronco. These roles gave him technical training and exposed him to the fast pace of episodic television. He learned how to hit marks, adapt quickly, and work within tight production schedules. While these performances were often brief, they built credibility and experience. Max was not yet a star, but he was steadily becoming a professional. Each appearance refined his craft and expanded his network. He was earning his place not through spectacle, but consistency. Those years taught him how unpredictable the industry could be, and how essential adaptability would become once fame finally arrived. Jethro Bodine and the weight of iconic fame. In 1962, Max Baer Jr. was cast as Jethro Bodine on the Beverly Hillbillies, a role that would define his public image for generations. Jethro, lovable and dim-witted, became one of television's most recognizable characters, and Max's performance resonated with audiences for nearly a decade. The show's massive popularity made him a household name, but success came with a price. The character was so iconic that it limited how casting directors saw him. While viewers adored Jethro, the industry struggled to imagine Max beyond the role. He continued working throughout the series' run, but the challenge of typecasting grew more apparent with each passing year. Max understood the paradox. The role that gave him fame also constrained his future. Still, he embraced the responsibility of entertaining millions, delivering consistency and warmth to audiences. Behind the scenes, he quietly began preparing for the next chapter, knowing that longevity in Hollywood often depends on knowing when and how to evolve beyond what made you famous. Reinvention behind the camera. Determined not to be confined by a single role, Max Baer Jr. transitioned into producing, writing, and directing during the 1970s. His debut film, Macon County Line, proved he could succeed outside sitcom comedy. The film became a commercial success, establishing his credibility as a filmmaker with strong instincts for storytelling and audience engagement. He followed this with The Wild McCullochs, and later Ode to Billy Joe, which became a major box office hit. These projects showcased his range and ambition, revealing a filmmaker interested in regional stories, emotional depth, and cultural resonance. Max approached filmmaking with the same discipline he learned as an athlete and the same strategy he studied in business school. He understood budgets, marketing, and creative ownership. While his directorial career eventually slowed, the impact of those films remained significant. Reinvention was not just a career move, it was a declaration of independence. Max Baer Jr. had proven he was more than a sitcom character. He was a storyteller in his own right. Business vision and life beyond Hollywood. As his involvement in acting and directing waned, Max Baer Jr. increasingly turned his attention to business ventures. He invested in real estate and explored long-term projects inspired by the enduring popularity of the Beverly Hillbillies. His vision extended beyond nostalgia. He saw intellectual property as a living asset, something that could be expanded thoughtfully across different industries. This entrepreneurial mindset reflected his belief in ownership and sustainability rather than fleeting fame. Unlike many actors who struggled after leaving the spotlight, Max planned carefully, leveraging both his name and his education. He preferred privacy, choosing a quieter life focused on long-term goals rather than public validation. Business gave him control over his time and legacy, something Hollywood never fully offers. This chapter of his life demonstrated the same pattern seen throughout his career: preparation, adaptability, and independence. Fame had opened doors, but discipline and foresight allowed him to walk through them on his own terms, without relying on constant public attention. Irene Ryan. Strength behind the laughter. Late in life, Max Baer Jr. spoke candidly about Irene Ryan, his co-star who portrayed Granny on the Beverly Hillbillies. He described her not as the gentle caricature audiences adored, but as a formidable professional shaped by decades of survival in show business. Ryan demanded preparation, respected commitment, and had little patience for pretense. To a young actor, she could be intimidating, but over time, Max recognized her influence as transformative. She taught him discipline, timing, and respect for the craft. Off-camera, she revealed a sharp wit and a deep understanding of how fleeting success could be. Ryan had endured hardship long before fame arrived, and she never forgot it. Her work ethic, even as her health declined, left a lasting impression. Looking back, Max saw her as a survivor whose strength made the laughter possible. In telling her story honestly, he honored not only a colleague, but a woman whose toughness shaped one of television's most enduring performances. Friendship, loss, and the final witness beyond fame and career, Max Baer Jr. treasured the relationships formed on the Beverly Hillbillies, especially his lifelong friendship with Buddy Ebsen. Their bond extended far beyond the set, built on mutual respect, mentorship, and genuine affection. In Ebsen, Max found guidance and steadiness, a figure who helped him navigate both success and uncertainty. He remained close to Ebsen and Donna Douglas until their final years, visiting and offering comfort as time narrowed their circle. With their passing, Max became the last surviving regular cast member of the show, a role he carries with quiet reverence. Rather than nostalgia, he approaches this distinction with clarity. He understands that legacy is not about myth, but memory, shared experiences, hard work, and human connection. As the final witness to that era, Max Baer Jr. stands as a bridge between generations, preserving the truth behind the laughter and honoring a chapter of television history that continues to endure.